Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Oh my gosh, everything's popping out of these piles, they're so thick. Okay, so today's pick a card reading is an exciting one. We are going to see how will you recognize your future spouse. In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different number. Choose the one that really calls out to you. And also, as a great follow-up, I will also link below my other future spouse videos that if you haven't seen them, you'll want to check those out as well. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so how will you recognize your future spouse? Okay, group number 1. So I'm going to start off with the animal messages, and the animal that represents your person is called the loon. It's like a goose, and it represents intuitive. And it says, listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Okay, so that actually goes perfect with the rest of the cards that describe your person. Okay, so you guys, I definitely see for your future spouse that they are going to be somebody who is busy, and it will actually do them well to, actually seek solitude and balance and like do what feels foreign to them and really take time for themselves and for you is what I'm seeing. But I'll get into more of that later, and I feel like the more that they do take time for themselves, the more their intuition is going to be stronger, and the more you two will be able to connect, because I feel like you guys are already about that life, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, this person's really good though at what they do and, being out in the world and making things happen. But if anything, this person has to learn to do the opposite, which is to slow it down, and really just be and enjoy life is what I'm seeing. But we'll get more into them in a bit. So your guys, what's representing you is the black bear, and so this one in particular represents guardian. So it says, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Okay, so what that tells me about you guys is that, okay, so you're coming across like the bear spirit, which is honestly, showing how you guys are strong individuals. But at the same time, you're also, it's like you have a heart and you're loving and you are very loyal and protective to those that mean the most to you. So I see that, so fiercely loyal is what's coming through. But at the same time, it's like you guys are going to be a key to your future spouse as far as, awakening their intuition within them. So I feel like, you guys are going to bring about this interesting balance to each other. So I definitely feel like for the most part, most of you are going to be more on the spiritual side than your person. But I feel like, again, like I said, you guys are a key though to helping them open up to this new world, okay? But all in all, group 1, this person is definitely coming across like they're your mirror though, okay? And you'll see what I mean in a moment. Okay, so your person and you are going to be instantly highly attracted to each other. Okay, so it's definitely going to be like kind of a love at first sight, and like this just a very interesting magnetic recognition between you guys. Okay, and I do feel like it's going to be more than that. Like it's going to be like this all around wow, from both of you, like I'm really into this person, like they stand out, they're different than all the others. So I'm definitely getting, kind of this unique connection between you two that's going to draw you two together, okay? But along with that, so what's interesting is, so yeah, they're gonna view you guys as being beautiful or handsome if you're a guy, and just like the full package, like the one that they've been waiting for. And then with, you know, the Empress here and the 3 standing out to me, it's like you guys are also going, so not only are you guys good at whatever it is that you do, because my group number ones are, you know, but it's like you're also going to have, though, a more chill vibe than your person. So it's like you're gonna kind of like chill them out a bit naturally, like not trying, just being who you are. Okay, they're gonna feel like, like, wow, like everything feels all right in this person's presence. And going back to the 3, it's kind of like you guys also have this creative twist and spin on anything that you guys do that they're gonna find to be like intriguing, because they're definitely less on the creative side, I'm seeing. Not saying they're not creative, but you guys are more on the creative side is what I'm feeling overall. Okay. Okay. But okay, so I'm gonna get back to the moon in a second, okay? A little bit more about your person first. Okay, so with the Strength card here and then the King of Fire, I'm definitely getting that your person could be, okay, they're definitely, to me, coming across like a Leo and or a Gemini. Aries as well, but for some reason, like the Leo is actually standing out to me. And I'll get more into what I wrote there in a second. But yeah, okay, so with the Strength card, I'm definitely feeling like your person loves to, you know, they're constantly working on self-improvement, like how can they be the best is what I'm seeing. And I'm just getting like, kind of like athlete vibes, okay? Yeah, so like they could be or have been an athlete before, but like I just see them being like an athlete, you know, always doing whatever it takes to be the best is what I'm seeing, kind of competitive, yeah. They're striving always to be the best. They could like to stay in shape. They could be health conscious. And I feel like you guys are too, like, yeah. And okay, so, and then with the King of Fire, I feel like this person is they're definitely coming across like a definite leader, okay? They're very bold, and they even have this like a risk taker way about them. But for the most part, I feel like they're more calculated in a sense, like they're very intelligent and they're kind of opinionative like a Leo. And just like, I feel like, okay, so for some of you, your person is either their own boss or like they're working their up in the corporate world, okay? And I feel like by the time that you two meet, they will already be like up there, you know, financially and doing whatever it is that they're doing. Like this is a very driven person, and I feel like, yeah, they're definitely going to be in that place, I feel like. And if not, like they will be soon, you know, so. I'm also getting the impression that your person could be mature if they're around your age or even younger, or they're coming across as being older than you. All right, this is interesting. So love's freedom came out twice for this person. So what that tells me is this person is definitely like used to, I feel like, okay, so especially if they're older than you, I feel like this person is definitely used to being independent, okay, with the 9 of Pentacles here. That also represents, you know, them being like financially secure. But they're also definitely coming across as being independent, self-sufficient people who are used to having their own space and freedom. So, you know, allowing you in is going to be something new for this person. But I do feel like, you know, and they would have to change up a bit too, is what I'm seeing, to allow love in. They would have to change it up. And I feel like they would for you though, okay? Like a connection like this isn't something that you can let go of just because of how you are, is what I'm seeing. So yeah, the energy that you two are going to have. Okay, so you both, though, are coming across as being very fiery, passionate people who are very dominant personality, very bold, direct. And yeah, I feel like, you know, so you two, like I said, are definitely going to be a mirror. You're very goal-oriented, just very ambitious. Okay, so, oh, back to the athlete, like, vibes. Yeah, like, they do feel like, you know, they're cool. they're hip, you know, and they're going to have their eye on you, but like a cat, they're also, like I said, used to being independent. And that is what's going to be interesting is, so even though they're going to feel this connection with you, like you are them, so that part's going to be instant. With the moon here though, okay, so it's going to be kind of intense for this person, and I feel like they might end up, like you might hear from them one moment and then you might not, okay? Or like it might take them a while to really open up and show you their vulnerable side. So this person feels completely on top of their game when it comes to like work and finances. But man, when it comes to relationships and being vulnerable and showing an emotional side, I feel like this person, it's like that is where they feel uncomfortable. And instead of like admitting it to people, I feel like they kind of like just, they'll like kind of not talk, okay? And it's kind of gonna leave you possibly like, what is going on? And in a bit of state of confusion. Okay, so I want you to know though, from what I'm seeing, like it doesn't have a reflection on you guys. It's just literally like this person needs to kind of work at it, you know. That's part of the change. They got to allow themselves to be vulnerable and to voice what's going on, and basically like apply that same confidence that they have at work, like in the area of relationships. Oh yeah, and that's the, you know, the career card. I do see that, like I said, they're going to be very busy. They might even spend long hours at work, and that's another thing. They're going to have to make time is what I'm seeing for you guys. And that represents the risk taker nature that they're going to have. I do see though like a light dawning on this person though, okay? And they're gonna like, you know, realize, oh, you know, like this person means something. I gotta let them in type thing. And I feel like once you guys do end up opening up and talking, like your conversations are gonna go deep. So that's gonna be awesome. So not only are you gonna be attracted, but your conversations are gonna be amazing. Okay, so just like you guys view yourselves like a queen, this person also views themselves like a king. Oh, and if this is reversed, if you're, you know, guy watching this, then okay, so you guys view yourselves like a king and your person views themselves like a queen or king, depending on who you're into. Okay, so I definitely feel like though you guys are going to bring balance to this person, okay? So I do actually see that you two might end up collaborating on some kind of creative project that could end up happening. Okay, so that's interesting. So they do have a creative side, but I feel like you're going to allow them to like really discover it. And it has to do with their intuition and all that opening as well. So yeah, and with the ascendant here, I feel like you two are really going to end up bringing out the best sides of each other, okay? So that is amazing to see. Okay, so let's check out, you know, some signs. Okay, so they are also going to view you guys, though, as being a strong, independent person who's very goal-oriented and driven, as well as attractive. But yeah, as far as them opening up, it is going to be kind of mysterious in the beginning, and it's going to feel at first possibly like, you know, you kind of have to pry things out of this person. But honestly, once they feel comfortable with you, I feel like they're going to then like open up. Okay, so possible signs that came through were, we've got Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, Sagittarius. Okay, but as I've said in my other videos, try not to get caught up on signs, because honestly, it's kind of limiting, you know. And you could meet the one who might not be any of those and then be like, oh, you're not any of those, so nope. Okay, so let's see what initials your future spouse has. All right, so I've got G, U, L, E, S, R, J, G again, I, Z. Oh, the GI standing out to me all of a sudden. So they could have also been in the military as well as a possible, you know, thing. For some, they still could be. Okay. And I drew a 4 for you guys. So 4 could be significant too. Could have to do with the birthday or the month. So like April possibly could be significant for you too. Okay, let's see if anything else wants to come out. Oh my goodness. G 3 times. Okay, yeah. You guys are going to be like, if they don't have a G in their name, they're not the one. No, but literally it could just even be something significant, and it could be any letter in their name. So, all right, so this could be like any letter in any part of their first, middle, last name. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. Let me know what you make of it in the comments. And if it resonated, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 2. Okay, so how will you recognize your future spouse? Okay, group number 2. So I'm going to start by giving you the animal messages first. So the animal that represents your future spouse is the fox, which is clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Okay, so I love how this worked out. Like that completely sets the tone for the rest of the cards that explain about your spouse. So your spouse, like a fox, is going to be very clever. Okay, so they're going to be quick with their mind, quick with the words, and they're going to constantly keep you guys on your toes. Okay, and I feel like any moment's going to feel pretty much fun with this person. That's just like how they are. So they keep things interesting naturally. So they're definitely got like air vibes going on, but they don't have to be an air sign, but they do act like one. Okay. And yeah, and I do see though that, like this card said, so they're intelligent, they're clever, they're charismatic and fun, but at the same time, it's like this person's got to be open to romance, okay? Because they're used to doing it on their own, and they're used to, you know, kind of putting up a little bit of a front, you know, remain cool, calm, collected type of person. So they definitely have a cool vibe to them. Kind of mysterious. So, you know, but I feel like, you know, once they meet you though, it's going to change things. Might take a little bit for them to really start to open up, but I do see them doing that. Okay, and then the animal that represents you guys is the lynx. And that is the keeper of secrets. And it says, take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them secret. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So that's just honestly what's coming to me about that is like this lynx, you guys, you know, you also have this cat-like nature about you. So you are strong, independent people as well. But you know, and yes, you guys are really like, I feel like diving out there into the world now and like doing your thing, but don't forget to take time for yourself, because in the solitude is where you find your peace, your clarity, your answers, and, you know, just recenter basically. So definitely want that kind of a balance. And also, okay, so with the keeper of secrets thing, what honestly comes to me about that is just really like being there for people and offering them this space to like come to you. You know what I'm saying? Not like trying to pry things out of people, but just be that space where they feel free to be themselves and to open up to you is what is coming to me about that. Okay, so what I've got 2 completely different messages coming through for group number 2. How befitting, right? 2. Okay, so take which one of these resonates with you. So on one hand, I'm feeling like this is an ex, but I do feel like this is for a way smaller portion of you, okay? And this was an ex that you guys thought that you were going to marry, and that something happened, you guys broke up, and that you weren't ever completely over each other, even if you guys have tried to move on, this and that, okay? And that is who you're going to end up marrying. That's for a way smaller portion of you, but that did come through as a possibility. Okay, so for the rest of you, what I'm seeing is that you and the person who's your future spouse both thought, like in the relationship before each other, sometime before each other, that that was the person that you guys were going to end up marrying. Maybe even for a small portion of you or your person, you did end up getting married beforehand. And that ended up not being the person. And that you guys, whether you or your person, and like I said, I'm getting, for the most part, that most of you and or your person have not been married. So this was just somebody that you thought you were going to get married to. And that ended. And then it's like both you and your person have had to deal with the heartbreak of that. And the total shift of reality of, oh wow, like that person's not my future. Okay. And that, you know, on top of healing, you and your future spouse have had to, like, emotionally and energetically, like, release your ex, you know? And then that, I feel like, is when you and your future spouse are going to meet. And it could even be during this process. Okay, so yeah, now that that's out of the way. Okay, so regardless of where you're at in regards to that process, once you and your person meet, it is going to feel like total 4 of Wands, okay? Very celebratory feeling, very like you're gonna feel alive again, and like anything is possible, and so is your person. Okay, so it's gonna ignite this flame of life back within each other is what I'm seeing. And okay, so yeah, in this, okay, we'll get to that in a minute. So like I said, your person's definitely coming across like an air sign. Okay, so very charming and fun. I feel like they're, you know, like I said, intelligent and good with the words. They're funny naturally. Like they're gonna have you guys laughing, okay? And just like good storytellers and just very animated when they want to be, okay? So it's not gonna be like all the time, but like when they are lit up, you know, like naturally like lit, they're just gonna come alive. And I feel like, you know, honestly, you two, I feel like are gonna bring out the best versions of each other. So yeah, definitely intelligent and opinionative. So they're definitely gonna have like their beliefs that they hold dear to them. I feel like you guys do too. So if anything, you both might be kind of stubborn, especially if you don't see eye to eye on certain things. So you might have to, you know, both learn to be open and flexible when it comes to that. Okay, so they love conversations that are mentally stimulating is also what's coming through. And they definitely like to, I feel like, read up on things and like kind of research and like keep themselves like, they like things that intrigue them. So like they spend their focus on like, you know, learning up on like as much as possible about whatever it is that they're into, okay? And they're good at what they do as well. So you have a very interesting person that I see you guys marrying. Okay, so even though they come across as kind of like fun, chill, and laid back, when it comes down to getting something done though, they can be all of a sudden very direct and business-like. I feel like you guys are this way too. Like, I feel like you both have like this balance of that. And your person's also going to have many interests. Okay, and I'm actually seeing that their mind is going to flip kind of from interest to interest a little bit here and there. So kind of like a Gemini in that way. Like one minute they might be like, oh, I'm going to write a book. And then the next minute they might be like, oh, I'm going to start, you know, filming. And then the next minute, yeah. And so I'm actually getting the impression that this person might like have tons of great ideas, but they don't completely always follow through with them. So I don't know that they ever quite see a project like finished to the end. And it's just kind of like how their mind operates. Like it gets really like curious and intrigued by something, and then like it does it, they'll do it for a bit, and then like they might drop it. Okay, so yeah, your person is definitely coming across like, I wrote very independent initially, but now I'm getting more of a balanced independence the more I talk about them. They can be strong-willed and kind of stubborn, and they're really good at explaining and teaching things. So, okay, honestly, whether your person is or they're not, I feel like they actually would be a great social media influencer or somebody with a podcast. Okay, I'm definitely seeing some kind of creative self-expression, maybe even through music or writing. That's also coming through. That's the other thing though, is your person does have this like dream side to them, but at the same time, I feel like they're kind of practical. I feel like you guys have a dream side to you as well, but you're more open to it than your person. So I feel like you guys being with this person might actually ignite that dream side within them. So that's interesting. You're also going to bring out the hopeless romantic in this person, whether they actually admit it or not. Okay, I feel like they definitely come across like, oh, I'm too cool for school, you know, like I can't like admit that. I can't admit that I'm into somebody, but they'll like show it in other ways. Okay, so they're also kind of naturally like a flirt, I feel. And they're also going to view you guys. Okay, so you and this person are going to be attracted to each other. But yeah, I feel like they're going to view you as like this person who just kind of sparkles. And if you're a guy, I mean, you know, you're going to shine in whatever it is that you do. But they're also going to bring out this fun, flirty, spontaneous side to you. And you're not going to be able to get enough of it, okay? This is going to be like a breath of fresh air. Just this person, so you both are going to bring out like the best in each other. All right, so this is interesting. So I'm actually feeling like you and this person might already know each other and have like kind of cut off from communication. So even though that might have occurred due to something that came up, I feel like, you know, you two are still though energetically connected though. And like this connection was never over. It just wasn't, it's kind of like you both didn't know how to proceed is what I'm seeing. And that's like why you're checking this out. And for others of you, this will be a brand new person, and that hasn't happened yet. Oh my gosh, I'm bad. No, but you might end up like kind of like putting a halt to communication for a bit is what I'm seeing due to something. But I do see you guys bouncing back because this is your future spouse, you know. And you too, that's the other thing, you're very passionate people. And so you're both going to be like connected, and you're gonna like kind of watch for any like signs from the other for like when a good time to communicate would be. Like it's gonna hit one of you, the inspired idea to like hit up the other is what I'm seeing. And with that obstacle, I honestly feel like, again, it had to do with timing. It had nothing to do with anybody's feelings for the other person. Yeah, and these cards just basically just explained what I just said. As far as like there being a set, like something came up, there was, you both were kind of confused and hurt by it, so the communication ceased. But with the two of, you know, air reversed, I feel like it's not going to last long. Okay. Oh, yeah. The other thing is you guys are going to be able to recognize this person because once you look into their eyes, it's going to be like this soul recognition. So not only will you be attracted, but you'll be like magnetically drawn to this person. And they're going to see you guys as being like this source of light in the dark and intuitive, spiritual. Possibly some of you are in the spotlight or will be, is also what I'm seeing. Either way, though, it's kind of like you both could be in the spotlight with the way that you both are, okay? Okay, so, yeah, you know, this person definitely has this focus on reputation, career, their image a bit, so it's kind of like you guys are going to bring some kind of balance to this person. Like, you're into that too, but you're also into spirituality and, like, you know, like self-realization and just possibly a little bit more balanced than your person in that way. They might be a little bit more worldly and into materialism. Not that anything's wrong with that. It's just, you know, all about balance. But like, yeah, and I feel like they're gonna come away from that with you. Okay, so the other thing though is like this person, like an Aquarius, is, like I said, like always like trying to expand their mind and like, you know, like bounce these revelatory innovative ideas off. So they might actually be on the cusp of like inventing something. It's possible for some of your people, okay? It's very, very like expansive mind. is what I'm seeing. You know what? Because this person is like a mirror to you, I feel like you're both going to be kind of like direct with the way you communicate and stuff, that, you know, I feel like you guys won't hesitate, you or them, to call each other out on your stuff, if, you know, and just be like, what are you doing? You know, kind of blunt with it like that, and just like, yeah. But it doesn't really matter because you guys are both going to kind of like adore each other like so much that it doesn't really matter if you get triggered or whatever. I feel like you guys will all pretty much bounce back pretty quickly is what I'm feeling with this. So that's great to see. All right, so signs that came out. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, and then the 5th house is going to rule you guys. Okay, so like the passion is going to be there. The chemistry is going to be on point. And like I've said before, like often when that happens though, oh, like that's when you feel it the most low. Like when things are going well, it's like I'm the best. And then when things aren't, it's like, oh my goodness, you know. But very passionate relationship is what I'm seeing. So that's great. All right, so we have, well, I'm seeing like Aquarius, Gemini, definitely like also like Aqua, Capricorn, Aqua, Pisces, like somebody on the cusp there. Yep, and with Pisces here, Cancer came through as well, and Libra. I wouldn't dwell on signs though too much. Like I'm feeling like Virgo too, but Sagittarius. Aries, possibly. Don't dwell on that though, guys. All right, so let's take a look at the initials that came through. Okay, so we have L, A, J, I, W, R, Q, T, D, S, V, and U. Okay, group number 2, this is who I see for you guys. Let me know what you make of it in the comments, and if it resonates, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Number 3. Okay, so how will you recognize your future spouse? Okay, group number 3, so I'm going to start off the reading with the animal messages. So the animal that represents your future spouse is the squirrel. Okay, and it says, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. Okay, so that actually works out perfectly. I love how that happened with every pile. Okay, so with how the rest of the cards describe your future spouse. Okay, so yeah, they definitely have a fun and cheery disposition like the squirrel, okay? And I definitely see that the person that is your future spouse definitely works hard and plays hard, you know, like whatever, especially if they are passionate about what they're doing. I feel like they definitely like have like this laser like focus, and they go all out with it, you know, and then when they're having fun, they're the exact same way. And I feel like you guys are the same as well. So I love how this happened with this video. Like everyone that I got was pretty much a mirror for like great traits, you know, mirrored back to you. So yeah, that's great to see. And no, I'm not saying that like, you know, everything is similar, not at all, but like, you know, the parts that you and your person like are similar. Okay, and what represents you guys is the dog spirit. So, and that means friend. So it says, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I'm a protector and a friend. Okay, so you guys are coming across like, you know, you will be this person's best friend and lover, you know, so an amazing combination of that. And it's kind of like you're fiercely loyal to those who matter to you, as well as a protector. So that's amazing. Okay, so instantly what flew out as far as how your person is was the charming and the unique card. Okay, so that goes right along with the squirrel-like energy that, yeah, your person definitely comes across as being charismatic, you know, they got their own, like, yeah, so they're very upbeat and playful is what I'm seeing, you know, and they're also coming across as being unique, so I feel like they definitely put their own spin on everything. So, you know, you guys are going to, you know, just instantly feel like this unique connection because you guys are unique as well. So it's kind of like you both gonna just have this, like, it's almost like when you have like an inside joke, you know, like between you and a person. That's the feeling that this relationship's going to have. It's kind of like you guys got this like inner knowing between each other that the rest of the world doesn't know, okay? And it's just gonna feel like fun, exciting, and lively, you know? So yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna really light up with this person and just be your charming and unique self as well. Okay. So I see that, you know, you guys are, yeah, you're going to be both instantly physically attracted to each other. And that's what's going to capture the attention. But I'm definitely seeing, though, it's going to be like this overall, though, you know, just like a real crush-like feeling and anything's possible, as well as this fiery, playful, like, you know, back and forth between you. Okay, so there's definitely going to be like, like I said, like, it's not just going to be like a physical thing. It's definitely going to be like this magnetic, like, ooh, like that soul recognition, like this person, you know, like the way they are, the way their energy is, like everything. It's going to feel like a fairy tale. But it might not start off that way. And I'll get into that in a minute. Okay. So your person is also going to come across like they are in a world of their own, sweet, warm, friendly, flowing through life magically, magnetic without trying, imaginative and intuitive, very Pisces Cancer-like energy of this person. So whether they're a water sign or not, they're definitely going to have that water-like trait of just kind of like magically flowing through life, doing their own thing, putting their own spin on things, and like you're not going to know it hit you, you know? Yeah. Top of that imaginative, intuitive side. Okay. I definitely see though that family means the world to both of you as well as like your future goes. So I do see that both of you have that on your mind. Okay, so here's the thing though. So before you two actually end up meeting, I'm actually getting that one or both of you might actually be involved to some capacity with somebody else at the time, but that feels very like not strong as I saw this card. So I feel like, you know, it could just be like one of you could be talking, maybe seeing someone, you know what I mean? Like not quite in a relationship. Or maybe one of you haven't quite let go of an ex completely, even if it's just energetically. And it's like, but once you meet this person, I really do feel like that's gonna go out the window, you know? And like, you're gonna want this like fresh start is what I'm seeing, because this person and you are gonna have such a like connection that, you know, I don't feel like the other is gonna stand a chance, basically. Yeah, so this group has really good work ethic too, is what I'm seeing. And you both are the type that are like no nonsense. So like if you want something, you're gonna do what it takes to make it work. Okay, so not only are your conversations going to be light, fun, and playful, but I'm also saying that they can go deep and that you guys have this wisdom, both of you, that you would just love to like share and go down the rabbit hole with. Okay, so I'm actually getting this interesting message that both of you could probably learn to use a little balance. Like, I feel like when you're both like into something, you're really into it, you know, and it's almost like you forget about everything else in life. Yeah. Ooh, I'm also saying that both of you are going to love to listen to each other talk, okay? Yeah. It's gonna be like ASMR for the ears. All right. Yeah, okay. Like I said, family is going to mean a lot to both of you, as well as your future. I do see that your chemistry is going, and passion is going to be, you know, like amazing. You both are very into self-realization though right now and doing what it takes to be your elevated selves. So, you know, walking that authentic path no matter what it takes. Okay, so it's possible for some of you, you might have like kind of an obstacle to deal with this person in the beginning, and that it might, you know, cause both of you to kind of like mirror back this guardedness, and you might both end up wanting to retreat. But I see it as being like temporary because we've got this card which says of a new start, so yeah. You both are going to crave, though, authenticity, and when you see it in each other, it's going to be like, oh my, like a breath of fresh air, honestly. Because you both don't feel like you get that from just anyone. All in all, though, I'm seeing like the sun energy here, though, so that's really amazing to see, guys. Okay, so... And yeah, as far as the rough patch goes, or, you know, the obstacle, like you guys are called to be patient with that. Okay, so possible signs that came through are Pisces, Taurus, Leo, and Aries. Okay. All right, so possible initials for your person is H, O, T, they're a hottie, C, V, F, I, R, D, S, and E. Oh, wait. Okay. And the number 4 came out, so that could be a significant number for one of you. It could be, you know, a date, you meet, someone's birthday, anything like that. Okay, group number 3. This is what I see for you guys. Let me know what you make of it in the comments. And if it resonated, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.